My name is Lauren, and I am delighted to welcome you to IMPROVATE's first International Innovation Forum. Joining us, though, are speakers from 13 countries and representatives from over 20 countries. Among them, world leaders, opinion shapers, medical and security experts, investors, and technology executives.
IMPROVATE derives from two words, improvement and innovation. And about a year and a half ago, we realized that there is an opportunity to create a platform that puts the money where the mouth is. And this platform hopefully will enable all of you to create business and strategic collaborations that will make the world better for everyone.
The talent is by far some of the most talented people here in this region. Silicon Valley wouldn't be Silicon Valley if it wasn't for, the innovative minds and the spark, the small community that's happening here in Tel Aviv.
I'm so proud to be with you, to be one of you, and all of us coming here together, being members of the IMPROVATE family. A family of joint values. A family that has a very special ambition and a goal to serve.
Let's move on now to Dr. Yacov Geva, Managing Director and CEO of G Medical, which is a well-known pioneer in the industry of medical devices and remote monitoring services worldwide. Dr. Geva holds a BSc in Mechanical and Nuclear Engineering from the Technion Israeli Institute of Technology, a PhD with honors in Business Administration from the International School of Management, Paris, and an honorary doctorate from Oxford Brookes University. Please join me on the stage for your presentation.
Thank you. What is G Medical? G Medical is a telemedicine company developing medical technologies in a wide spectrum of different measurements. Company highlights. We have been founded in 2014. We went public in NASDAQ in June of 2021. The company is operating 2 call centers in the United States, one in Austin, Texas, and one in Memphis, Tennessee. Our R&D center is in Israel. What we can see on this slide is that the market for 2027 will reach over $300 billion in telemedicine technologies and services. I agree with, I think it was Professor Petrov from Bulgaria, who was talking about technology that is regulated and not all these wearables that are produced somewhere in Shenzhen in China. What we are doing today, we have 2 main products. One is the Prisma, which you have seen previously on the video, and the other one is the patch. The patch is a product that we are using in hospitals and monitoring patients outside the hospital. We are also doing monitoring of patients post-discharge to prevent patients, at least in the United States, to return to the hospital within the first, what they call the first terrible 30 days. With patients that are coming back, the hospital is penalized heavily. We, as a market, we are growing at over 13%, and what you see here is the patch that I was mentioning. The weight is set on the patient, and the time that we are monitoring the patient is between 14 and 30 days. 14 for extended Holter, which we are recording everything, and up to 30 days when we are recording only events that should be recorded and send real time to the call center and to the physician in the event that the patient needs treatment. The Prisma is in use for patients, chronic patient in the United States. The Prisma is reimbursed by more than 150 insurance companies. And as you can see, 6 out of 10 Americans are suffering from chronic diseases, which is terrible. We have partnered with one of the largest media marketing companies in the world called Gatti-Renker, and the Prisma will be sold via television, infomercials, and social media, on top of eventually the sales into the healthcare system. You can see here how the screens are looking for the patient and for the physician. When we are doing all the measurements, we are creating a report, and we are sending it to the physician. So on the left side, you can see the patient report. On the right side, it's the physician report. This is the list of patents that we are very proud of, where it's a bunch of patents where we have already received patents or patent pending. As I mentioned previously, we have agreements with over 150 insurance companies, and with really very interesting, and I would say very famous hospitals. It's only a snapshot. The lists are very long. This is our management team, which is very experienced. Combined experience is hundreds of years, but each and every one of them is around 20 years plus in the healthcare industry, and especially in the telemedicine industry. Our board of directors, each and every one of them is very experienced. We can see Dr. Ken Malani, who was the CEO of one of the largest healthcare insurance companies in the United States. And we can see even Professor Rothstein here as a board member. Shuki Gleitman, probably part of you knows the name, but he was the chief scientist of the State of Israel. And thank you. I have been asked to shorten my presentation to 5 minutes, even though I could talk about 5 hours on telemedicine. And basically, Professor Petrov was doing most of the job for me, explaining how important is telemedicine for us as individuals, as in a society. And I said in one of my presentations that I was preaching for telemedicine over 30 years. And suddenly, a little virus that we couldn't see, touch, or smell arrived from China. I think it was an import from China. And basically convinced us that telemedicine is a solution for a lot of things that previously it was not really accepted as very important. Thank you very much.
And that is it for IMPROVATE's Jerusalem 2021 International Innovation Forum. The forum is just the first step in creating collaborations between governments, businesses, and investors, and leading Israeli technology companies that were here today. The exposure right here at this conference is a first step. The next step, delegations and real-world business connections to promote IMPROVATE's vision of making technology accessible to all and improving the lives of people across the world. I would like to thank all of the wonderful speakers and panelists, the companies who presented the best of Israeli technologies, and all of you, of course, who were here with us today. A special thanks to 2 amazing women who made today's event possible, IMPROVATE's founder, Irina Nevzlin, and Ronit Hassin-Hochman, who together prove that nothing stands in the way of will. Thank you both so much for putting on today's important gathering. Happy Hanukkah, and we will see you guys at the concert tonight. Thank you.